Hello, all you positive heads out there. It's so good to be back with all you beautiful reflections of the one source consciousness that creates and animates all things. If you're new to this podcast, of course, we are super happy to have you here, and we just ask that you bring an open mind and heart to your listening experience and to be prepared to explore vantage points that I'm convinced will help shift or solidify your current understanding of the ultimate nature of reality in a way that is extremely empowering. Speaking of exploring powerful perspectives, I'm super excited to announce the release of my very first book, The Golden Key: Modern Alchemy to Unlock Infinite Abundance. If you're ready to alchemize the circumstances in your life so that your abundance expands to an entirely new level in 2021, head over to goldenkey.gift to download the audio or ebook as my gift to you by using the code POSITIVEHEAD.
All right, all you positive heads, welcome. Welcome one and all. I'm so grateful that you have joined me today. Today, I want to share with you some of the thoughts that have been coming up in my mind, and also, of course, as it normally tends to roll in my life, the thoughts that come up in my mind tend to turn into themes of QHHT sessions that I do. And like I always say, it never ceases to amaze me how just magical this entire existence that we live in really is. And so what I've been thinking about a lot lately is that we always have all of the answers that we need. And so often we look outside of ourselves for those answers. And one of the things that prompted this was I saw a couple of posts on our Facebook group. I think it was over the weekend. Last weekend. I don't even know what day it is, you guys. Time is an illusion. I always have to remind myself or even look, what is today? But there was a couple of posts about free psychic readings. And what I notice is when posts like this come up, these are the ones that get the most comments because people are like, yes, please, I would love a free reading. And what it got me thinking about was how often we look outside of ourselves for the answers when we already have them. And there is that idea of confirmation, and that's always nice to get the confirmation, like, is this the right choice that I'm making? At the same time, we already know the answer, and it's disempowering to our own selves and the strength of our inner knowing when we're not listening to it. And we need something else to allow us to move in that direction, right? And so if we can just learn to trust ourselves and our own inner knowing and know we always have the answers, it's just a matter of getting quiet and listening. The answers are always there. We might not think they are, because we have this other side of our brain that is arguing with it. And it doesn't mean we have to listen to that side. The side that has the answers is always telling you, and oftentimes it's this human side of us that wants to maybe fit into society or do what our parents told us to do or what our best friend wants us to do or our partner wants us to do. All the shoulds. But I should, but my mom thinks, right? And all of those things, what that's actually doing is holding you back from what you really know and what you really want, because you already do know what you want. It's just confusing because maybe society is telling you otherwise, but it's not society's decision. It's yours. And that's such a beautiful thing. We get to come into this life with the free will to make all the choices that we want to make. And we can continue to make the choices that serve us in the most healthy way possible, that is going to help us to continue along our growth process. Because, again, that's what this is all about. Continuing to learn and grow and evolve. And so when we can trust ourselves a whole lot more, maybe even just a little bit more, little by little, it grows into a whole lot more. And the more you trust it, it's like a muscle that strengthens and you can start lifting more and more weight. The more you practice doing it, then it just becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. And so there is not a single one of you out there that does not have this knowing. And oftentimes what happens is we know, but we're afraid. We're afraid of what everyone's going to think. We're afraid of what's on the other side because we don't know. And that's a little scary. But what we're not realizing that we're doing is keeping ourselves in the past, living a life that is contained with so much baggage and weight when we're not moving forward. And we're holding everyone else's opinions and thoughts and trying to reconcile that with our own. It's this like tug of war within ourselves that we don't need to do. We really don't. We can make these free will choices within ourselves that says, I'm going to go this way because I want to, because my heart feels like it sings when I move in that direction. And so since that feels really good to me, that's what I'm going to do. And it's all right if that's not what you think I should do, because it's what makes my heart sing. And that's what's most important. What makes your heart sing? And only you know the answer to that. And you do know the answer.
Before we continue on with today's episode, I'd like to take a moment to tell you a little bit about my very first book, The Golden Key: Modern Alchemy to Unlock Infinite Abundance. The concept for the book initially came to me in a dream and has been followed by a next level amount of synchronicity, confirming for me that the information in the book is pertinent to get to the world at this moment in our collective evolution. In the book, I share the 8 keys to manifesting abundance that I've personally discovered over 25 years of trial, error, and deep exploration, including one golden key that ultimately ties them all together. I think most of you will agree with me that talk is a bit cheap, especially these days, and results speak the loudest of all. Well, these keys have led me to manifesting incredible results, such as an Inc. fastest growing private company, uncanny health, incredible relationships, and success with this podcast. However, I'm not any more special than you, and anyone can apply this information to achieve incredible results in their own life. I also believe waking up our planet by sharing these keys to abundance is the quickest way to help us to transition our home into the planet of paradise it is destined to become, which is why I'd like to gift the book to you at goldenkey.gift when you use the golden key code POSITIVEHEAD. I would also like to invite you to create your own unique golden key code so you in turn can gift the book to others, as well as invite you to participate in a unique abundance manifestation game with me and the other readers that is outlined in detail at the end of the book and on the website, where readers are also going to share the inspiring results of their abundance manifestation experiments. Lastly, I'm going to practice what I preach by sharing 50% of the abundance generated from the golden game and sale of the other golden goodies on the website with you and all the other readers. So if you're ready to alchemize the circumstances in your life so that your abundance expands to an entirely new level, head over to goldenkey.gift to download the audio or ebook as my gift to you by using the code POSITIVEHEAD. Also, if you end up loving and appreciating your gifted copy of the book, please take a moment to go to Amazon and give it a review, which will greatly help me reach and unlock more hearts with the golden key.
Sometimes when I ask a question in a session, they say, she knows, he knows. I shouldn't say sometimes. It literally happens almost every session. Because we already know, and they're reminding us, you already know, you know this already. You're just looking for confirmation. And while that feels good, and sometimes is needed for us to make that step that feels like it's hard to make, we already know. So if you need a little help or a little hand holding, to take that step forward, that's okay, as long as you're taking the step forward. Because our spirit did not come here into this existence to be caged. It came to fly, to soar, not to be stuck in a cage confined by everyone else's thoughts, judgments, and opinions. We can just open that cage and fly out and be free and make all the beautiful choices that we want to make. Because you know what happens when we're afraid to? When we're afraid to move forward because things have happened to us in the past that are traumatic and we don't want them to happen again. And so we don't want to move forward because we try to control the situation because we're trying to keep ourselves safe. And this is such a normal human response. But what we're doing in actuality is potentially creating that same scenario again because we are supposed to be moving forward. We're not supposed to be holding on to this baggage and allowing it to keep us stuck in one place. We're supposed to leave it behind, let all of the worries go, let all of that past go, and move forward. And if we don't, then it stays as stuck energy in our field. And the best way to be able to release things like this is to learn from them and to look at it and to see how it provided you the opportunity for growth. And if you're looking back at times in your life and you're thinking, well, I don't know what I could have possibly learned from that. That was just awful. Then it needs more examination. Because otherwise, what will happen is this scenario will be recreated in your life over and over and over again until the lesson has been received, until you understand the whole point of it. And what's really cool about learning our lessons is, as we learn them, we don't have to experience all the hard times. It gets easier and easier. The lessons get harder or more complicated, but we don't have to experience such difficulty, usually. When we are starting to get it, it does get a little easier, as long as we are listening. It's when we're not listening, when we need to get smacked around a little bit, and we need to have those opportunities come our way in order to push us towards the path that we are supposed to be on. And this is always something to be grateful for. And that's a really rough perspective when you're in the middle of it. But looking back on it, if you can look back on it and be grateful for what it has taught you, you are growing. I see so many people who are afraid of moving forward, afraid of the unknown, afraid of what could possibly be on the other side. It's just that unknown could be so amazing and usually is when you just surrender to it all and just let it go and flow with what your intuition is telling you. We, again, always have all of the answers. We just have to stop for a moment and listen and quiet that monkey mind of ours that is always just throwing constant poo at us. That's all it is. It's just a shit show in there. And we don't need to pay attention. We don't need to play in that poo. So it's so easy to just ignore it. And I'm saying it's easy because it is. Once you realize it, it's easy to just be like, that's okay. I don't need to listen to that nonsense. I know it's nonsense. I know it's just a bunch of poo. So I can listen to this really quiet, loving voice that is guiding me in the right direction, and I know is not guiding me to step into more poo. There's no way. This is the one that's always trying to tell me not to step in the poo, but I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to do this anyway. I'm going to go this direction. I see the shit pile, but I'm going to go over here because, that's what I'm deciding, because this is what we do as humans. And then that little voice is like, all right, go get your boots dirty then. I'll be right here to help you clean them off when you're done. And then I'll also try to show you this beautiful path that's nice and clean. if you'd like. It's your choice. And we get to make these choices every day. In little ways, we make these choices for ourselves every day. And think about this for a moment. In what ways are you making these choices for yourself every day? In what ways are you making those choices that are allowing your spirit to be free, to allow your heart to sing? And in what ways are you making choices that are doing the opposite? So if you're making the choices that are the opposite, think about what you're doing to your growth process and your spirit as a whole. You're just kind of putting marbles in your spirit's pocket, holding it back, putting that cage door closed on the bird cage that you put the spirit in, right? We don't want to be in a cage. It doesn't feel good. Birds are meant to fly. And so it's so important that we do that and know that we can, that anything is possible if we just follow what our inner being is telling us, always guiding us down this golden lit path that is for our best intentions, our most incredible growth and evolvement. It's always leading us down that path and also always there holding our hand through it. We are never, ever, 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 ever alone through this process. And I was thinking about that earlier today, like why that is. Why are we so guided and protected? And then I thought, well, it's really hard being a human and it's so confusing and we constantly confuse ourselves. So, wow, imagine how hard it would really be if we didn't have all this help. Wow, right? Like it's a necessity because I don't think we would exist if we didn't have all the help that we did. I think we would have probably destroyed ourselves a long time ago because it's very hard being a human. And so I think we need to ease up on ourselves a little bit and just understand that it's hard. It's hard. It's hard being here. And so all of those things that you're not proud of or that you feel guilty of or shame for, it's all right. Let it go. You have learned. You have grown. It's in the past. Leave it in the past. That's where it belongs. And move forward and let your spirit soar and fly. Fly as high as you want to because you can. I love you all so, so much. I'm going to leave you with a song for today. This is Trevor Hall featuring Brett Dennen, Put Down What You Are Carrying. Until next time, love you all.
Also, quickly, before we cue up today's song, I wanted to remind you to download the Golden Key, audio or ebook, as my free gift to you at goldenkey.gift using the code POSITIVEHEAD. I also wanted to remind you that I will now be doing a live Q&A every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Pacific time on the new social audio app Clubhouse. I have really been wanting to connect and interact with all of you more for quite some time, and I'm super excited to now have 2 new ways to do it. First, if you're already on Clubhouse, be sure to follow me and click the little bell on my profile and select to always be notified when I go live on the Clubhouse app. And if you'd like to connect on an even more intimate Zoom gathering once a month, now you can do that too by registering at goldenkey.gift.
Just a thought. Yeah, the hangar. Sunbury. Yeah, flying the plane. Flying out.
Don't you go to war with yourself. I heard it come through the rain. And don't you go to war with yourself. How you gonna hold all that pain? Oh no. Let go, let go, let go. Put all of it out of your mind. I know you know we know. It's time to put down what you are carrying. Put down what you are carrying. Put down what you are carrying. Put down now. Put down what carry it. Put down, put down, put down, down.
Don't you go to war with yourself. It don't look good on you. Don't you go to war with yourself. You got other things to do now. Let go, let go, let go of everything holding you down. I know you know we know the time is now.
Put down what you are carrying. Put down what you are carrying. Put down what you are carrying. Put down, put down, put down now. Put down what you are carrying. Put down what you are carrying. Put down what you are carrying. Put down, put down, put down now. You better lay down your arms. You better lay down your feet. Don't you do yourself that harm. Don't you cry yourself those tears. No fear. Put down what you are carrying. Put down what you are carrying. Put down what you are carrying. Yeah. Put down, put it down, down, down. Put down what you are carrying. Put down what you are carrying. Put it down, down. Put down what you are carrying. Yeah. Put down, put down, put down, down. Put down what you are carrying. Yeah. Put down what you are carrying. Put it down, put down what you are carrying. Put it down, put it down, down. Put it down, put down what you are carrying. Put down what you are carrying. Put it down, down, put down what you are carrying. Put down, put down, put down, down. Put down what you are carrying. Put it down, down, down. Put down what you are carrying. Put it down, down. Put down what you are carrying. Put down, put down, put down now.
Put down what you are carrying. Put down what you are carrying. Put down what you are carrying.